and we're going to go to Amy right now. So let's turn it over to Amy. She is a 3-star. That's a really prestigious title. 3-star director with us here at Champion Enterprises. And she is making something yummy too. What are you making, Amy?
I am making 0 point apple butter. So this is a Weight Watcher recipe.
Ooh.
It's really easy and really yummy. And this time of year, I have 3 kids, and so we love to go apple picking. We actually have our own apples, but we also go to a local orchard that's right around the corner as well. So, but anyway, so to make this apple butter, I am going to show you how to cut it up easily. We're going to do it in our pressure cooker because instead of taking, gosh, what is it? It calls like 5 to 10 hours. So I don't have to cook it for 10 hours. I remember the first time I made apple butter, I did it overnight and it smelled amazing in the morning, but it had to cook all night long. So what if something happened? I don't know. But in this, it only takes 15 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this, and love this. So many reasons. It's nice, it's healthy, it's a good snack, or you can serve this with you can serve it with breads or on muffins, pancakes, maybe some ice cream, right? So, but how we're going to cut it up is we're going to dice it. And I'm going to use our mandolin. All right. So the mandolin is really easy. It does have several different cuts, sizes, all right, and it also dices. So you can dice up your apples and they will cook more evenly and faster. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it so that it's at its thickest, all right, and see, up in there, and then you're going to turn this little knob too. And whenever you're done with it, always make sure that you lock it back into place. And so I already peeled and cored, let me take this off of here, my apples for you guys. And so when you are doing this, let's push this down just a little bit so you can see my apple here. When you're pushing this on here, always use this guard, always, because otherwise you cut your fingers because that's really, really sharp. And so you just push down, right? And then I have it already on top of my pressure cooker. And what you're going to do is you're going to start at the bottom and you're going to come up and turn it and go down. You're just going to keep doing that. And it's going to dice it up. Whoops. And sometimes they go fine. Which is okay too. And then as soon as you are done with that, I always make sure you put it back down into the lock mode. We'll pull these out from the bottom. You don't want to pull them out from the top. All right. And oops, wrong one. And then close this up because you don't want any accidents to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside for now. Push this back up here. And you see how there's a little bit left on here? You don't want to push it through. I used to do that all the time. And you know what? There's these little teeths all around here. I kind of cut them off. So don't do as I do. Do as I say, right? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this in here. But look at this. Look at the dice on that. You see that? Isn't that awesome? Oh, I dropped them on my computer. I'll just have to wipe that up. All right. But anyway, so that's all diced up. And I could toss that apple in here, but I'm going to snack on it later. So I'm just going to leave it out for now because I don't actually need it. So then we're going to put in it brown sugar, and it's a cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. And I already measured that all out and mixed it all up. And so we're just going to pour that right on top. And this is one of our Clearly Elegant bowls. Love these bowls. They are so pretty. They're plastic. They are not glass. And so you can take those with you anywhere. All right. And so we're just going to mix this up. And I'm using one of our spatulas. This is one of my favorites, and it is on sale right now. So make sure that when you are ordering your pressure cooker tonight, you're also getting your spatula, because this spatula, it is heat resistant, and it does come apart for easy cleaning. And it's heat resistant up to like 400 degrees. So you can use this on the stovetop if you wanted to. All right, so we're just mix it all up. And look, what I love about, okay, so normally you have to have something like on top of this, right? Because it's a pressure cooker, you need to have liquid in here. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys, these apples, they don't need any liquid, no extra liquid on here, all right? And so I'm just gonna put this on, lock it into place, and then I'll put it in there for 15 minutes. And then, yeah, I got some already. When it's all done, you're gonna pull it out. You're gonna make sure that this little guy is down. All right, the little indicator is not dancing anymore. Always open away from yourself because you don't want that kind of facial, it will hurt. And oh my gosh, so my middle child, my son, he's in football, and so tonight he had football, and he came home and I had this already cooked. He's like, oh, what smells so good? And then my husband comes down, he's like, oh, I smell apple butter. Yes, you do. And so this is another plus for making your own apple butter. It smells up the whole house. It's delicious. So it's still chunks in here, but we're going to use the same supersonic chopper that Lori used and chop up these apples a little bit more, just because we want it to be apple butter, right? Now, if you wanted to, you could totally eat it just like this, and it would be great with some vanilla ice cream on top, right? And I'm using our the slatted spoon. I'm sure it has a different name besides slatted spoon, but tonight we're going to call it the slatted spoon. All right. And so that we can drain the juice that's inside of there. And all the juices are the natural juices and from the sugar and stuff that we put in there. So I kind of filled it up a lot. We're going to put this aside and we're going to just pull on this cord. All right. Chop it up a little bit more. Kind of like puree it, right? And it kind of looks like applesauce, but you know what, guys? It's going to taste delicious. And so you can then serve. Oh, I forgot to add the vanilla. Well, I have to add the vanilla. So I'll probably chop up the rest of it and then add the teaspoon of vanilla to it as well. So, and when it's all chopped up and ready to go. And then you can eat it just like this, maybe have a full of it, put it on top of your good stuff. You can refrigerate it for like 3 weeks, or if you want to, you can even freeze it. So anyway, enjoy this fall yummy dessert.